Hi, this is John Link with Apache Village RV Center. I'm here with Tom Scorfina again today. We're going to be taking a look at this brand new Jayco Seismic 4113. This is the biggest toy hauler Jayco makes, one of the biggest ones on the road. So if you got serious toys and a serious truck to tow this with, this is your big boy right here.
There's no lie. If you're wanting to go somewhere to the races or your property, whatever, and you want to make a statement, this is a statement piece. And the craziest thing is too, this is Jayco's best-selling toy hauler that they sell. A lot of it has to do with two party decks. You have two party decks on it. You have a bath and a half. You know, and the coolest thing about what Jayco's always said is, listen, they can be called toy haulers all you want, but they're dual zone living campers. You can have a rear bedroom if you wanted to, a 3 seasons room if you wanted to, or a garage if you want to throw your gear in there. So let's check out the Seismic. All right, so on this Seismic Luxury, this is the Seismic Luxury. This is going to be the higher end of what they build in the dual zone, dual living camper or toy hauler camper. This is going to have a full painted front cap. A lot of times when you look at these, the white is usually like the fiberglass. This is all paint. You have black paint on this, you have white paint, as well as black paint up there. And then you can kind of see the windshield. That windshield, when you get in the master bedroom, is so cool. It just opens it up, gives you a lot of natural light if you want it, but you do have a blackout shade that can cover that. So if you want to sleep in, like we always like to do when we're RVing, camping, getting away from everything, that's what you can do, all right? So underneath here, you have a 5,500 watt generator. This is a gasoline generator that draws off of one of the fuel tanks that you have on the back. You have two 30-gallon fuel tanks on the back. One used for this, the other one can be used for your toys. Now along with that, look at this big space. Now we don't have anything in there right now. You could put 4 to 6 batteries in there so that if, let's say, you didn't want to run your generator, you're off the grid, this comes with the Overland 2 solar package on it. You can really be off the grid and have some fun. But again, part of the thing about the Seismics, with this generator and that solar and those batteries, you can really do what you want. You can head out. So, you know, as these parks get more crowded and you want to get away from everybody, boy, what a great unit you could do in it with something like this. So this is a good option for you. Next thing, new for 23, you'll find we have the cameras on the side, the cameras on the back, but what's really new about it is you have a camera above the entry door now. That is your observation system. So you bring the monitor inside, you have it hooked up, you hear a thump in the night, those bears are outside, you want to see them without going out there, you can look through the camera and be able to see kind of what's going on around you. So that's a neat little feature that it has on there. All right, so as we come, again, very commonly seen on the fifth wheels is we're going to have one propane tank set up here. The other one's going to be directly over on the other side. They have the auto regulator on them, so it's a changeover. In this compartment here, as we open it, we're going to find that this is going to have our Jayco gallon water jug, 5-gallon water jug. That's going to be set up to help you with your cooking water, with your drinking water, your sink, but it also gives it for your ice maker inside. It's nice to have something separate rather than always relying on what you're going to get at the campground. That separates that, which makes that really cool. So that's a neat little feature. You can go Deerberg, Schnucks, wherever you want to go and get that swapped out. This is going to be our wet bay, is what I like to call it. They do a really good job of sealing this up so no water's going to go inside. But from my mechanic background, I love this. And the reason why I love it, how many holes did you just take away from having on the side of your camper? Anytime you're out there, you see city water, freshwater fill, black water flush. Those are all additional holes in your side of your camper. We have them all in one spot. And as you see, as long as you know your shapes and your colors, you can set this up just as easy as we can, just by doing all that right there. So it's, again, you can winterize from through here. You can fill the freshwater tank. You can draw water out of another tank into your tank through this system that you have set up there. So again, small thing. We're going to see this more and more often as we go forward, but it's a neat little feature that you have there. All right, as we look at this too, so many times toy haulers, all the storage is in the back. It's in the garage, right? Well, not on this particular one. This one here gives you the additional full pass-through storage. Now, something really cool Jayco does that's really not talked about a lot, if you look directly up, that's astrofoil. That has an R factor of right at R14. What that does is that insulates up there, so as you're walking around, you're not going to be cold if it's cold outside, but also it protects the wood. It's non-porous. You don't have to worry about putting something in here that splashes up and hits the wood and soaks into the wood and stains it or gives it a smell. So that is a couple little features that does there. Also, both of them have ducts that are in there that you can open and close. So if you truly want to heat this area, all you have to do is pop that open. That'll heat this area to keep things down here warm if you needed it to do that, if there was some liquid that you had in there or something like that. Also on the right hand side, this coach is equipped with the central vac system. That is going to where the bag's going to be, so we can change out the bag. We can turn it on and off out here, because we can hook the hose up out here if this gets dirty and clean this out. So a couple neat little things that you have in here. But again, the most important thing is this is additional storage away from your garage. You don't lose it all when you go to the toy haul. All right? All right. As we make our way around, and the other neat feature, it's very simple. This is the back to your residential refrigerator. Why is this important? This is important so that way if we need to maintain it or get somebody out there, they can do it all right here. So many times when I had to work on residential refrigerators, I had to pull it out of the front. And I don't care how careful you are, you're tearing up the wood, things like that. Well, Jayco got smart and decided, hey, I'm tired of paying those warranty claims because of all the stuff that's being messed up by pulling it out. So they added this. This is a great feature. Again, it's just the thought that goes into each one of these Jaycos that are built.
Watch your step there.
Don't you fall. All right, as we come right to here, those are the two 30-gallon gas tanks I spoke about. One of them is going to be for your generator. The other one's going to be for your auxiliary fuel pump and fill that you can use for your toys. If you decided to bring some toys with you, you're ready to go. You have an automatic shut off inside that you can turn on and off that shuts off after 15 minutes. Okay, so that's going to be your fuel pump. So without really going into that and the depth of that, that's what that's going to be used for, your toys and that gen. What you also could do is if you're at Yellowstone, away from everybody, and you're running that generator and you get a little bit low on one of your tanks, pump it out of one into the other. Now you have 60 gallons of gasoline for you too, so you have that. Ladder to get on your roof is what you have, 50 amp 110. Now this is 2 Whisper air conditioners, and I'll get into Whisper when we get inside, and then the additional third air in the back garage area, because again, we're talking dual zone camper, dual living camper. You can put your toys back there, but again, if you have company and then you're in Texas and it's hot, it's 120 degrees, you want them comfortable as well, you have 3 air conditioners that you can run on this. That makes it really comfortable for them. As we go ahead and circle around here, this is our first rear patio. This is also the ramp that we can ramp stuff in, and it's really cool how it's set up. You can put whatever you want up there. It's so nice because it always rains when we camp, right? Always. So it's so nice to have places to sit off the ground so you're not getting muddy, dirty, whatever you have. It's really convenient there. Kids, dogs, we hear that all the time. Animals are a big part of our lives. This is a great pen area for them just to kind of hang out as well. You have a third awning that's up there that is controlled from inside, that you push a button and it comes out to give you a little bit of shade on this as well. So it still has that shade and that comfort if that sun is bright like it is today. All right, as we circle around here, you'll be able to see the 2 additional awnings. What does this give you? This is your party side. This is your fun side. I love that there's no slides on this side because it doesn't take away from any of your patio space. So you have, as you see the length, this is a 45-foot plus coach, and it's going to wind up giving you easily over 30 feet of patio. Okay, that doesn't suck. That sounds kind of nice. So when you're out entertaining, you have 2 doors. We have a half bath back here to get into, so people aren't traveling all the way through in your living room and in your kitchen area, so they can get in there and then get right back out without you having to worry about spending all that time cleaning it up. So this is our second party deck. This is the one that's going to be underneath all the awnings. What a cool feature this is. Can you imagine pulling up somewhere and dropping this down? How many people are going to stop and be like, what is that? That is amazing. We need one. I think they do too. So this is an awesome little thing that you have set up here. On our deck, we're going to have the television, which we'll open up there. 2 outdoor speakers. Now the cool thing is that door flips down. That's cool because We can set drinks up there. We can set things up there. We can use it as like a little tabletop if we wanted to. Instead of the old ones, you had to open sideways, always was in your way. So they did a good job of changing that. So that's a cool little feature there again. As we walk by this deck here, we're gonna see that camera that's above our entry door. That's a great observation camera is what they love calling that, because that allows you to see what or who is at your door from inside when you have your monitor set up. So that's a neat little thing. As John just walked up and down the steps, we can't forget about these steps. So we know a lot of them are starting to see these on them. This is a huge deal. This is one of the great changes they made in our industry over the years is these steps. As we take them and we lift them up, notice how I'm doing it with literally one finger. It's a spring assist, goes all the way up, and it rests in there. Not all of these are created equal, so you see a lot of them on there. A lot of them you have to lift hard, hold your hand on them to get them up there. They're not easy to do. Another thing it does is when you go ahead and you pull it down, it's not going to slam in your face. It's going to come down nice and easy, and you just go on down. So yes, you have these steps that touch the ground in a lot of them, but they're not all created equal. This is the gas assist by More Ride steps, so it just makes it really easy to get in and out. As we look right here, this is going to be that other side of the storage. Again, awesome. Tons of storage on this. As we lift this up right here, you're going to have this storage here. This particular one was ordered with the outside griddle package. So there's our griddle set up and our bracket that we hook up outside to cook our breakfast outside, pancakes, whatever you want to do for you and your family. Because again, like I said before in some of these other videos, your time is valuable. Being out here with your family is valuable. If we can help you being out here, watching the kids, throwing the ball, playing, doing whatever you want, this is a little thing, sounds kind of goofy, but you're out here. You're cooking out here with your family and enjoying them. So that's a neat little feature we like to have on most everything we can. This is the second propane tank. Nothing really we need to go into with that. Now, this has 6-point hydraulic auto leveling system. That is the same auto level system that you'll find on our North Point and our Pinnacles. So that's a nice feature that you have. You can control it from your phone, which is kind of awesome, from inside the wet bay, as well as inside on your big J command system. So we have multiple places that we can do it. One of the neatest features that you can do is as you're backing up, you take your phone out and you hit front jacks. You can raise or lower the front jacks as you're backing your truck up. So therefore you can see when you're come in and make a good connection and hook it on up. After you hook it up, you can lower it on it. Then you need to get out and do your safety inspections, your tug test as they call it, to do a pull away test to make sure you're safely hooked up. But again, it's all about trying to make it easy. If we can make this a little easier by going through these steps, what Jayco provides you with, and the right education from the dealer, this is good things to have. All right. So that's kind of a quick rundown of the outside. We'll head inside. Welcome inside our Jayco Seismic Luxury. This is the 4113, as I mentioned outside. This is what an awesome floor plan. It's not only a toy hauler. This can be dual zone living. We can have the kids in the back with a hard door closed, their own bathroom. Mom and dad are up here. We have an elevated kitchen. Look at all the countertop space you get in this floor plan. Where do you see that on toy haulers that they like home? You don't see that on a lot of them. So this is a really cool thing to have. We can live in this. We have the storage. We have the countertop space. We certainly have the sleeping, and it has a lot of really cool features like, hey Jayco, interior lights. Are you serious? Whoa. We don't even have to do anything anymore. That is kind of awesome. So it's neat to see these manufacturers, Jayco in particular, really getting involved in trying to make everything easier. So as you walk in a 4113, we're going to have what's called the Jayco BM Pro. The BM Pro is going to be your brain. It's where you're controlling most everything that you can on the coach. Now, a neat feature is you don't have to control everything from here. We're going to have switches throughout the entire coach for our lights and things like that. So you're not limited to just coming here and turning everything on from this point. This is where we're doing zoned cooling. This is where we're going to go ahead and see the water levels of the tanks. Everything's going to be done through here. We can do our slides, our auto level system, all done through here. Our awnings, as we mentioned, we have 3 awnings on this. 2 can be done from here. The other one's going to be done from the garage. So again, it's just trying to make it as simple as possible. Another neat feature that you're going to find on most Jaycos these days is you can dim the lights. So we're sitting out, we're hanging out, those bugs are really coming at us. We can actually go right here to our awning 2 and dim that light way down. Awning 1, dim it way down. So that allows us to not have to sit up there and those bugs continue to come. We can dim those lights just to make it a little bit easier. So pretty cool little feature that you have set up there. And that's just a quick rundown of this. This can do a lot more, but this one to give you kind of the general idea of what it is. All right, why Jayco? Well, what you have going on into Jaycos, and this is every Jayco, you have the 2-year, over 700-day camping of warranty. That's huge. Industry standard is 1 plus a 3-year structural. Well, Jayco does the 2 plus the 3-year structural. If Jayco can offer you the additional year of warranty and allow you and your family to have that peace of mind, why not go Jayco? It's just a great thing to have. It's peace of mind for when you and your family go out. Because like I said, we don't have enough time off. You want to spend it with your family having fun. You don't want to be working on it. So that's a neat little thing that they do. And that is something that kind of tells you where they stand. You cannot put a 2-year warranty on something where you're putting inferior parts. Because if you're doing that, how much more is that warranty going to cost you? That's why you see Goodyear American-made tires. That's why we see real wood cabinetry that we have up here. Not only is it real wood cabinet doors, like a lot of them do, but this is all going to be pocket screwed in because this is true wood cabinetry as well. So with you using it over time and the abuse that I'm trying to give it right there, you're going to see it's not going to fall apart on you. You're going to have it to where it's going to be easily used. So neat little thing there. As I mentioned, what a great kitchen. You're going to have all types of space to do whatever you want inside here. We can throw our crock pots, our margarita maker, whatever you want, you can go ahead and throw it up here. Outside, I spoke about that 5-gallon jug. Well, it's going to here is where it's going, and that's going to be for our sink area as well as our ice maker and your fridge too. So, another really cool thing too is residential cooking. So many of these have that small little oven. Well, now you can invite the family over and actually put a turkey in there. So many times we hear that. We hear, well, we can't put a turkey in there. Well, now you can. And then you're going to have your 4-burner stove top as well. So that again is really cool. And a real tile backsplash. As you see, it goes all the way across the back. It's not going to be that sticker. It's not going to be just a piece of wall paneling. It is truly the really cool real tile that you have back there. All right, as we look at this, they mate that with the convection microwave oven as well. Let's go ahead and head up this area. So as we walk up here, we're going to have a nice area here. This is going to be all hanging clothes storage. A lot of these manufacturers are making you have to put a washer dryer in here if you want one. Not this one. You can put one of those back in your back garage, which I'll show you where that can go so you don't lose that storage. Now, one of the nicest things is the bathroom. Hey, what's up? So Jack and Jill door, right? That's pretty cool. But it's this shower. This shower is a real shower. I'm 6'1". I have plenty of room. We now have multiple spray heads is what we have. And probably one of the most important things is we have a seat. So you can shave your legs if you shave your legs. So again, it kind of hits home with everybody. It has the height for taller people, but then you have the seat to make it more comfortable if you have to shave your legs. Notice the nice sink. We get this as an argument. Well, I don't like that. People say, I don't like when you have the vessel sink that's sitting up here. It kind of, you know, it doesn't look good. It's not easy to clean. I understand all that, and that's very good points. But the reason they do that, look how much more countertop space you get. You get all this as countertop space. If this was below the countertop sink, like a lot of them are, then you lose all that. So that just gives you a little more countertop space for all of your goodies. Another thing that Jayco does really great, everything is already pre-hung. As you look and see, we have areas for your towels, for your toilet paper. Everything's in here already hung, so you as a consumer don't spend this on one and then have to worry about adding to it. They already have it outfitted. You can put your stuff on there. It's pretty cool. And then you're going to have the porcelain toilet as well. And I love that. It just makes it easier to clean, right? Makes it easier to clean. As we walk into the master bedroom, in the master bedroom on this one, we did order this one with a king. You can get it with a queen if you so choose to. So this is the king size. That's that window I spoke about outside. Now, let's say you have a small dog, a cat. How cool is that? They're gonna love that. They're gonna sit up there, they're gonna relax, or if you wanna put your books up there, it's a great spot for glasses or whatever you want, you can put that up there as well. You're also gonna have 2 nice drawers over there. We're gonna have a little bit of cubby holes there up top. Thank you, Vanna White. and then you're gonna wind up having, again, just more space here. So many times people I want the bed on the slide out. I want the east and west bed. I don't want the north and south bed. I get it, and that's fine. But they did a really good job in this by giving you that closet that you normally lose with the north-south. They put it here, and don't forget, you have that full closet out in the hallway as well that gives you that. So kind of nice little give and take, if you will, on that. That allows you to get that window, because when you have an east and west bed, you can't get a window. That's your closet. And if you choose the window over the closet, you have no hanging clothes area. So just think about that. All right, as we walk down, John, watch your step, buddy. Again, it's our elevated kitchen. So cool. We come down to our living area. Now we have 4 recliners is what we're gonna have in here, 4 party seats, if you will. We have neat little TV trays set up there. And then these are heated and massaging. Now, what is heated and massaging? The outside 2. These 2 middle ones are not. So the outside 2 will be those heated and massaging recliners for you. Nice windows that we have back here. We kind of got them pulled down because the sun's on that side today, but it opens it up. When you walk in, you can see the mountains over on this side, and you park next to your lake. Okay, this is pretty cool. Walk out, drop this down, and you have your television entertainment center.
Like Bush beer right here.
Bush beer. Whatever you choose to drink can be right there. Another thing too, JBL speakers. All right, so a couple years ago, we were using a bunch of different brands, and we wouldn't know what would come in at certain times. JBL, we all have heard of them. They've been around a long time. We have JBL speakers inside. Again, it's reliability. And this goes back to that warranty. You can't use inferior products and put a 2-year warranty on stuff. It costs you too much money. So that kind of helps with that. So that's where you see kind of a lot of the top of the line stuff that you have with the Jayco products. Okay? But what a cool thing, man. You're at the lake, at the river. We have the view of whatever we want. This is your area. All right, as we walk inside here, notice the loft. What kid doesn't love that? Are you kidding me? You're telling me I could climb a ladder and get up there as a kid and hide out from all my other brothers and sisters? Sign me up. Done. I want to do it. So this is going to be a great loft area for them to crash up there. Another thing too, let's talk about function. So what is functional? You got to have the storage, right? That's what we hear a lot. I want to live in it. I'm moving out of a home. I'm going to consolidate. I get it. That's a lot of consolidating we have to do when we go to this. If we can help you by giving you an attic like this gives you, what great thing is that, right? So this can be a bed, but that is also an attic space for you. Take your totes, put it up there. So if you want to hit the road for 6 months, because this is where your life is, do it. Have fun doing it. I'm jealous, but have fun doing it. All right, as we walk into here, a lot of the videos that I watch on different things online, everybody does a great job out there. So everybody is awesome. A lot of them don't have the beds down. So we want to show you with the beds down. This is the top bunk, obviously. Okay, this is the bottom bunk, 2 queen size beds. This also converts into a dining room table back here if you so choose to. So as you see the height that you have here, as well as the height that you have here for the person that's on the top bunk. So that's kind of what you got on that. There it is. They're up. They're that fast. No, I'm just joking. That'd be pretty cool if they were that fast. But As you look and see now, this is with them all the way up. We have plenty of height. Like I mentioned before, I'm 6 foot, 6'1". I have plenty of room to walk around in here. We can pull our motorcycles, whatever we have, we can pull them in here pretty easily. All right, so 3 seasons room. It's not plastic. So many of them use like that plastic or that fiberglass that just gets torn up over time. This does not. This has this awesome area again. So again, what is functional? Functional is being able to use the same area for multiple different things. Garage, 3 seasons room, bunk room, lock your in-laws in there. Whatever it is, you have options. So if you're out on the road and you decide to stay away for a while, which is awesome, seeing a bunch of stuff in this beautiful country, you can do whatever you want to do. And that's what this floor plan really gives you. It gives you the versatility to do whatever you wish when you wish it. Now, we are right under 17,000 pounds unloaded. We are 45 foot 7 inches total length on this. This needs a truck to tow this down the road. So again, safety here at Apache Village is a huge deal. It's one of the first questions we ask, what type of vehicle are we going to tow it with? That's important to us. We want to make sure you and your family are safe, because there's nothing worse than somebody choosing other things over your safety. So that's not the way we work. We're here for you. All right, so as we look back in, this is where we can also do the washer dryer if we so choose to. It's plumbed, it's prepped for it. We can plug it right in down there. So that would be the washer dryer hookup there. And another really cool feature is, what's that? That is going to be to where we could take the camera from our observation above our entry door. It is 4 screws, 1 plug, 30 seconds of your time. Put it right here, and as you're driving down the road, your precious cargo back here, you're watching it. You can see, okay, my bike's riding well, or whatever you have back here. In-laws are riding well, which is illegal. You can't do that. But
it's tempting.
It's tempting sometimes. But yes, this makes it really nice. It's versatility. It's making sure that our stuff that we have in here is good and safe. As I mentioned before, we did order it with the 3rd air conditioner. So this 3rd air is for back here. It's a non-ducted unit. It blows only into here. But let's talk about those airs for a quick second. So I mentioned outside whisper air. What is whisper air? Whisper air conditioning is where they take your returns, they move it as wide as they possibly can to make that incredibly quiet, so you don't have that loud hum above our head. Anybody who's had campers in the past before 2016, you know what I'm talking about. It's that 14 by 14 seating assembly that's above your head. You have to turn up your television in order to hear it at times. Jayco has what's called an XL6 roof. What that means is it is 6 inches thick in the center, and it stays consistent all the way down to the sides. By doing that, allows these to be wider. Whisper air conditioning system is not these in here. Well, that doesn't do much good. But Jayco's roof being thicker, it goes all the way to the sides to make it incredibly quiet. So when we turn it on, you can have a normal conversation, we can watch television, and it's incredibly efficient. In the Seismic Luxury 4113, you have 2 of those. We have 1 here in this area, and the secondary one is going to be up there in the master bedroom. The 3rd air, like I spoke before, is the non-ducted one in the back. So that's kind of your quick rundown of the 4113. I can't talk. Let's try it again. That's kind of the quick rundown of your 4113 Seismic Luxury here at Apache Village. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Again, I'm Tom, and look very forward to working with you. Take care.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.